ethical standard for the Superman claims to be higher than Jesus Christ's. The tendency noticeable already is that people object to some of Christ's teaching, such as loving your neighbor as yourself. They say, that is selfish. You must love your neighbor and not think of yourself. The doctrine of the Superman is absolute sinless perfection. We are going to evolve a being, they say, who has got to the place where he cannot be tempted. This is all an emanation from Satan. Man is the climax of creation. He is on a stage a little lower than the angels, and God is going to overthrow the devil by this being who is less than angelic. God has, as it were, put him in the open field, and he allows the devil to do exactly what he likes up to a certain point, because God says, I know that he who is in you is greater than he that is against you. That is the explanation in our own spiritual light setting. Satan is to be humiliated by man, by the Spirit of God in man, and by poor fallen beings too, like we were, but all by the wonderful regeneration through Jesus Christ. Man is the head and the purpose of the six-stage creation. Man's body has those constituents in it that connect it with the earth. It has fire and water and all the elements of life, of the life of animals, and consequently, God keeps us here. It is man's domain, and we are going to be here again after the terrestrial cremation, hereafter without the devil, without the sin, and without the wrong. We are going to be here, marvelously redeemed in this wonderful place, which God made very beautiful, and which has been played havoc with by sin, and creation is waiting for the manifestation of the sons of God.
An increasing knowledge of his ways and his methods and his subtlety is all an absolute proof again of our sonship, of the fact that we are the children of God. Child of God is never presumptive about this, presumptuous. He's never foolhardy. He never laughs at the devil. Anybody who laughs at the devil, oh, he may be a child of God, but he's a very ignorant one. He never takes anything for granted. He realizes he's got to watch and pray, that he must be strong in the Lord and in the power of his might, and he puts on the whole armor, because he knows that it is the only way whereby he can withstand the wiles of the devil, and having done all things, to stand, even in the evil day. God grant that as we've been looking at these wiles and attacks of the devil this morning, we may have had fresh, absolute proof of the fact that we are the children of God, born not of blood, nor of the will of the flesh, nor of the will of man, but of God, that as Christ is in this world, so are we, and that the devil is giving us proof, though he doesn't realize what he's doing, of the fact that we are children of God, and if children, then heirs, heirs of God, and joint heirs with Christ. What a life! Everything in it, if we but understand it, can turn to give us assurance and certainty that we are what we are by the grace of God. Amen.